So it's the 37-year-old me talking to the 20-year-old me, the 19-year-old me. What I would tell the 19-year-old me. I got my kid's mom pregnant with my first kid at 21. So this like, yeah, the 37-year-old me talking to the 20-year-old me. Like, don't have kids, bro. Like, don't do it. Like, I mean, for real. It's going to be chaotic for you. It's going to be harder for you. You just going to make your life harder. You know what I'm saying? You're going to miss a lot. You know what I'm saying? You're going to put yourself in a situation, plenty of situations. You're going to drink more. You're going to stress more. You're going to be displeased with your life because you didn't have discipline. You didn't have structure. You didn't have you're not ready, bro. What you thinking in your mind is something totally different in reality. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. It ain't worth it, for real, for real. What you gotta go through, what you gotta experience, not being ready. Anybody with a dick can create a baby, bro. Anybody with a dick can come in a female and create a baby. You gotta really you gotta be ready to take care of it though. And it's like, if you not ready, bro, how the fuck is you gonna, fuck all that other shit, bro. Like, on some real shit though, like, if you not ready yourself, if you not able to take care of yourself, if you don't know nothing. Like, I used to tell their mom, like, she'd be like, yeah, you know, you could spend this time, you could do this, you could do that. You know what I'm saying? But I used to be thinking in my mind, like, everything I know is the wrong shit though. All I was taught was bullshit. All I was ever shown taught was bullshit. I never was taught nothing valuable. I never had nobody, literally, bro. People say that shit, but I'm serious. Like, I never had nobody show me anything, teach me anything that I could pass down to my kids or I could show my kids. I really be thinking about that shit. Like, bro, a lot of people be like, yeah, you a good dad. You a good dad. And I love my kids. Like, I love them. Like, it's a place in my heart for them for sure. I feel it. Right? But I know I wasn't ready for kids though. I know that. I feel strongly about, like, I wish I would have waited. I wish I would have waited. I wish I had more discipline. I wish I just had more patience, self-control. Yo, I was so reckless, bro. And I don't even care about cleaning my act up and maturing and becoming better at being a dad. I mean, any of that shit, bro. Like, you ain't gotta work towards a lot of shit, bro. When it's repetition, it's every day. You around it. You bound to get better at something. Changing a diaper, spending, watching your kids. being an adult in the room, you know what I'm saying, while you look after your kids while they mom somewhere, or but I felt like that, bro. Like, I can't get these kids shit, bro. I don't know shit. I don't got shit to give. And I think when I realized, like, yo, I don't just got one, I got two. Then I went and had another kid. Eventually, like, as intoxicated as I stayed for the most part throughout my life during this time, just being on, running around and shit, that shit started catching up with me. I started realizing, like, I really got more than one kid. I know it sounds crazy, but I was like, maybe I was trying to block that shit out of my mind, that I really made a commitment like that. I really signed up for that. But I was so low. I was at such a low point in my life where I was willing to create a family if that's what the person that I was dealing with wanted. If that meant that I could have somebody in my life that I felt like cared about me and shit, felt like was giving me something I was missing. If they wanted a big family, if they wanted a family, I was willing to play be sacrificial in that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a trade-off. It's like, I give you this, you give me that. Or you give me that, I give you this. But it be times like, I be thinking like, yo, what would my life be like if I ain't had no kids? If I was just more disciplined, if I waited, if I gave myself opportunity to grow and to develop. That should be a gift and a curse, man, when you got somebody that's willing to rock with you. You know what I'm saying? And really, like, fuck with you for who you are, even if you at your lowest point. But sometimes, like I said, it's a gift and a curse, because you probably be wanting that person like, nigga, you ain't ready for no kids, bro. You don't even know who the fuck you is. You ain't even go through life for real, for real. You ain't even figure nothing out. You got a lot of growing and developing to do. We could fuck around, but we don't need no kids. And I think that's like the con of like getting in like a mirror of like dealing with a mirrored person, like a mirror of you, a reflection of you. Like on the mindset, like mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like their mindset is just like yours. It's like, bro, whatever. We out here, YOLO. And that shit could be detrimental to your life too, man. Like when you dealing with somebody that she more level-headed than me, but when it comes to certain shit, bro, she on the same page I'm on. She on the same level as me. And that could be bad. It is bad. Like I said, don't get it fucked up. I love my kids like I do. When I see them, when I interact with them, it's love. Like, it's genuine love. But I'm going through such a transitional phase in my life, all the way at 37, bro. I still be feeling like I'm overcrowded, like I'm overwhelmed, like, you know, when you doing shit on the fly, bro, before you, like, everything ain't meant to be on the fly, bro. Kids is a serious commitment. Having kids is a serious decision to make. You can't wing that. People do it, but then you see how their kids come out. You know what I mean? We calling a spade a spade. Their kids come out fucked up. They turn out fucked up. They turn out to be killers and drug dealers and whores and strippers and, you know what I'm saying, toxic and shit. That's because their parents wasn't ready. Their parents was fucked up. Their parents never even chose to get it together. Even if they was born with their parents being fucked up, their parents never took the time to be like, yo, I want to get my life together. I mean, I want to grow. You know what I mean? I want to be a better person. For me, I'm going through that transitional phase right now, and it's like I'm on this journey, and I know eventually I'm gonna have a lot to give back to them, a lot of information. That's not why I'm doing it, but that's one of the perks. Like I'm gonna have a lot that I can give back, and I'm gonna be resourceful and informational. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty in just like spirituality and like really getting to know who you is, taking the time to get to know who you is. But I'm still going through my journey, and I still gotta go through a lot of the shit that I gotta go through because I wanted to create a family first. I wanted to play house and shit and be grown and have kids. And a lot of times throughout this journey that I just like started like being on maybe a year or two in, they don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's days I don't be wanting to be bothered, or it's days I need peace. That's what I yearn, and I kept deciding to fucking press the restart button to have kid after kid after kid. You know what I'm saying? It ain't their fault, but it's my fault. You know what I'm saying? But it still don't take away from everything I'm going through right now. You know, at this point in my life and just trying to figure everything out. It's like almost like you're not even afforded the time to get yourself together, bro, when you start having kids. You could get stuck. I felt like that a lot of times, just feeling like, man, I gotta do something, man. I got kids I gotta take care of. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. It's like you're not afforded the time to get yourself together. Once you had kids, bro, you on the clock, my nigga. You on the fucking clock. And you put yourself in a position of like having to do anything at times to make sure that they got things. It's like you don't have time for yourself. So this ain't me saying nothing negative about my kids, but it's more so like I just wish that I had more discipline. I wish I came from a better cloth, I wish I was from a better, structure within my family, how they raised me and shit. You know what I'm saying? And not having no guidance. Having uncles that'll yell at you about any and everything, but never sit you down and talk to you about real life, or talk to you about women. Talk to you about shit that's gonna help you throughout your life that you can take with you on your journey. I ain't never had that. And as you can see, when you don't come from that, when you don't have that type of, upbringing, you go out here and you make reckless decisions. Everything I took with me out into the world on my journey, I either got it from my family, my immediate family, or I didn't get it from them and it still cost me. So either I did get it and it cost me, meaning like bad habits, or I didn't get it and it cost me. Out here reckless, fucking, making babies and shit. But like I said, you can make a baby, bro, but you might not be ready. It ain't nothing against your kid. Nobody denying that you love that baby. Or you love all your kids, you know what I'm saying? As well as me, I love all my kids, but I wasn't ready to be no motherfucking dad, though. You gotta be able to teach your kids, man. You gotta be able to be resourceful. You gotta be able to be information hub, not just buying them shit. I'm great at that, but like my mom, she wasn't nothing but a mom. Just she had a title. I didn't get no information. I didn't get nothing from her that I was able to use and apply in my life. Just bullshit. How to drink a 40 ounce. You know what I mean? How to cuss. How to be, negative and ghetto and shit. My uncle taught me how to yell at my kids because he yelled at me every fucking day. I ain't blaming nobody. I'm just, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, like sometimes I'll be realizing like, man, I wasn't ready to be no dad. And it's alright. We need to normalize things being okay. Like it's okay to reflect. This is my time to reflect and vent to the camera, because I say this to a family member. They like, well, they here now. What you gonna do about it? I'm not saying it for that. I'm just talking. You know what I mean? I'm just expressing myself. Like some days, even as a dad, it's always mom. But dads, we go through our shit too, bro. It's hard for us too. Because a lot of us be thinking with our dicks. And we know, like, damn, I done had all these fucking kids. I gotta be some type of role model. I gotta be, you know what I'm saying? Thinking with your dick, it get you in some shit, get you in some trouble. Like, you know what I mean? It could fuck you over. And as a man, it's hard to realize that, like, damn, bro, I was reckless, bro, having all these fucking kids. At a time and point, you're gonna be like, man, I gotta take care of these motherfuckers, though. I gotta be a role model. I gotta be a source for them. Men go through shit too. Men make mistakes. I'm one of them men. I don't want no remorse, but I'm just saying, like, it's hard, bro. It's hard. You could buy him shit. Like I said, I was great at that. You know what I mean? But spending time, being able to teach them things that you know, if you don't know nothing, it's the blind leading the blind. I be feeling like that sometimes. Not so much as now, because I'm starting to fill myself with information and I'm starting to learn who I am and go through that whole journey, that whole spiritual journey. But bro, I'd be lying if it was times I was sitting here like, bro, it's like I don't even feel like a dad sometimes, because it's like, what am I giving them? I'm just disciplining them. I'm just telling them what to do and what not to do. I'm just buying them shit. What am I teaching them? Like I felt less than a dad. Like I don't have nothing I can teach them. Cause I don't know shit. That's where the disconnect come in at. Like, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers probably not even thinking to that level, but that's where the disconnect come in at. You ain't got nothing in common, and they can't get nothing from you but money. You can't show them nothing. You can't teach them nothing. What? How to be a football player, basketball player, boxing, baseball? Like, we're talking about real, like, shit that they can take with them throughout their life. So yeah, I just be thinking like, man, I think if I had a chance to talk to the 20-year-old me from the 37-year-old me, I definitely would tell young boy, like, bro, don't do it. Wait till you ready. Wait till you ready. You're gonna know when you're ready. Man, for sure. Cause once they here, they here. Ain't no turning back. And I ain't running. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the niggas that's trying to figure this shit out, bro. And they ain't running from their responsibility, but they having trouble. They ain't got nobody they can talk to about no shit like that. Like, damn, I don't even know how to be a dad. I ain't had no dad. I ain't had no influence. I know the wrong thing is to run them and abandon them, but I'm here and I'm going through a phase in my life, and you know what I'm saying? I feel weight on my shoulder. I feel the impossible. I feel overwhelmed. I'm trying to figure out my life while still being, instrumental in my kids' life and still trying to, you know what I'm saying? Definitely would have waited though, man. Definitely would have waited. But I had my kids by a whole nother woman and everything, like the whole situation. That's why it's just important to just go through life and is and life's experiences, and take your time, bro. Ain't no rush, especially not having no fucking kids, bro. Getting married, none of that shit. And I should have known better, you know what I'm saying? But I'm, niggas is tender sometimes and lover boys and shit. Get wrapped up in shit. Fall in love. But it was definitely the alcohol too, though. Me being an alcoholic and shit at a young age and just out here just fucking around and being reckless and shit, making crazy decisions like that's gonna cost me later. That's why I said that alcohol shit, I resent that shit, bro. So much. I hate it. That shit fucked my life up, like, in so many different ways. Not, like I said, not to make it seem like my kids was, like, a burden, but I'm saying, like, just the decisions I made, bro, at a young age and being careless. Yeah, that shit crazy.